It's a wonderful magic place.
Okay, let that one go. We have a new one.
All right. Well, I'm going to discuss with you guys the best dream that I have ever had. It's right. Now, mind you, this is a true story entirely. This is not fabricated out of my own imagination. This really was. It's a true story. Okay. So, myself, Ethan Masters, and a very obese Ian Miller.
Wait, hold a picture of the obese Ian.
Could we see it as a demonstration?
Later on. But for now, we are in the town of New Orleans, the city of New Orleans, and we're being chased by the police. Now, I do not know the reasons why we're trying to be apprehended, but we used scuba diving equipment. We went underground from fountain to fountain throughout the mall there, and we continued to escape from the police until we came up for air one time and they apprehended us. Once we got apprehended, we became homeless, which that's what happens when you get arrested. And so we started walking through Roger's flea market, and we strolled across our old scoutmaster, Mr. Wagner. He's got gray hair, missing teeth. No, he doesn't look very good. He's living by himself and everything. His whole family's passed away. And so while he's there, we start chatting about the good old days of scouting, and then we start working together. And so when we get a lot closer than we used to be, and eventually we start running the flea market together. And he trusted me more than any of the others because he was the one who would phone me from the bar because he got arrested because he was getting in fights and biting people and stuff. So he'd call me. But anyways, Ian, the obese Ian, Ethan, and myself, we decided that we couldn't live like this anymore. This is ridiculous. So we came up with the idea of working at daycare centers. Now, Mr. Wagner, he did not like this idea at all. He wanted us to stay at the flea market. But we convinced him for a while until he let us work at 2 different daycares. So we went to the first one. Now, mind you, when we're there, I was the oldest one there for some reason, and they respected me a lot. And so, really all I did was hold a laundry basket the whole time. So I worked with the kids. You'll understand the laundry basket in a minute. So, the first place we went to, they went and they started talking to the kids, and they told them all these creepy, demented type things, and scared the children, and they're all crying, and they're all sad. And then the parents came in, and the parents, they are getting angry. And so then, eventually, they realized all the parents, and so they told all the kids a joke, and they're like, "Oh, yay, happy!" And then the parents saw the tears, and they thought the kids were laughing in joy, so hard that they would cry. And so the parents loved us so much, they filled that laundry basket filled with all sorts of money. 1s, 20s, change, 100s, every kind of bill.
LOL cat pictures.
They did, actually. And they just continued to do this, and we were like, this is wonderful. So we went to another daycare for later on that day. We showed up, and for any of you who may know her, Mrs. Howell was in charge of this one. Mrs. Howell was in charge of this. And she is a very grouchy little lady, and she likes everything very straight and nice. And so she organized all of the children by size and hung them on a clothesline for the entire building, back and forth. And so when we came in there, immediately, Ian and Ethan's brains clicked, and they bolted back outside. Now, I'm just holding the laundry basket. I didn't know what they were doing at first, but when they came back in, Ian had all kinds of paint, and he's running in, and you can imagine this really fat guy running around like this with a bunch of paint. It looked really funny. And then Ethan's there, and he's falling behind, and he's all happy and proud. So Ian would take the paint, and he'd paint each child 1 full coat of paint. And then he would go to the next child and paint a different color, a different shade. Each child the whole way, going a different color. And he started with the biggest child and going to the smallest. And Ethan would follow behind, and he would give advice as to how to defend yourself if you were ever attacked by a crazy obese painter ever again. Now, the littlest guy, he was the smartest one. You see, he overheard what Ethan was saying, so when Ian came over to it, he hit Ian's wrist, and he lost the brush. He grabbed the brush and painted Ian's face. Immediately, Ian was no longer obese, and he was like a good, more skinny, in fact, more like Tristan. And so, when he was silent, he looked down, looked up, took the paintbrush, gave the child 2 coats of paint, placed it down, walked outside, and began leaping for joy in the street. He got hit by like 3 cars, but he kept going. And he was happy. And Ethan, he didn't even say, he just gave like a fist bump to the kid, and he walked towards me. And by then, all the parents, for some reason, they were still happy with how well we did. So they filled the laundry basket again. By the end of the Mrs. Howe, she's like, devastated. She has no idea how this happened. She's just got her hand. She got her head in her hands, and she's all. And then Ethan, he comes over. He walks with this. Excuse me, may we have those? And she looks over at what? And if any of you have little siblings, especially, you've seen those plastic containers of like baby wipes or whatever. And there was a huge pile of those. And she was like, sure. And Ethan's like, really? We can have the even. And he picks one up, and as you open it, he says, "You can even have the baby balloon transporter system." This is a quote. He really said that. And then she was like, "Sure, yes, you may." And then he said, "And then can we attach it to a stick and then shoot it all the way across the lake?" And then she said, "No." And so he's like, "Oh." So he threw them away, picked up all the others, put them in the basket, and walked out with the basket. And I just stood there, shrugged my shoulders, walked out, and then I woke up. And that was the best dream ever.